coming up. The Jets and Dolphins meet for the second time. It was New York getting the win in Week 11 as they look for their first sweep over Miami since 2015. It's AFC East.
Well, much of the country is struggling under cold temps and some of that white stuff. No such troubles here at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida. As a moment ago, the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the New York Jets. Brendan Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Jets coming into play. You figure they've got to be looking forward to this one. They've got a clear advantage on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, they totally understand it, not just by running the numbers, but those numbers do play into it because you've got one of the better passing offenses in the league, a top 10 unit, going up against one of the poor defenses in the league. So I think we're going to see these guys take some shots downfield. But right from the start, I expect them to attack and get right after them.
Here's the former Florida Gator, Eddie Pinheiro, to get us started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. 30. 10. 5. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Miami. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means because I think for a team who just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Now the Jets about set to go here on the offensive side for the first time. And leading them out, Charles, the number 2 overall pick in this April's draft. It's Zach Wilson out of BYU.
During the draft process, it was pretty clear early that Jacksonville was locked in on Trevor Lawrence, the quarterback at Clemson. That allowed the Jets to really peruse the rest of the quarterback crop, and they settled in on Zach Wilson from BYU. Loved his game, ability to throw from the pocket, the off-platform throws, getting outside of the pocket and making plays. He's their guy, and they expect him to be that guy for at least the next 10 years.
A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because
trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Now Tua Tagovailoa gets set to lead this Dolphins offense for the first time.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10.
They'll get this out wide to Gaskin.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll bring up a second down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Sanders' kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. The rookie Zach Wilson and the Jet offense set to go to work once more. Here's a Florida native from up near Pensacola. It's Michael Carter. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one. And what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive.
And it's a fumble. But I think a Jet was able to recover, and they'll keep possession thanks to a heads-up play.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. From just shy of midfield, Wilson. He will find the rookie from Ole Miss, Elijah Moore. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 33.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Steps away to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. On the counter, Carter. About 3 yards there to the 27. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Throwing is Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Now the Jets will call on the field goal unit here. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And this is up and good from Pinheiro. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
from the 10. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
Let's go!
So the Dolphins offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Gaskin. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year, 10th overall. And the Dolphins head on to their lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Sanders now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was capped off by a Myles Gaskin touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. On 2nd and 9, Wilson. Flushed out right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Here's Wilson. A throw to the flat for Carter. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 42-yard line. From the shotgun, Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. scrimmage that can split out like receivers, but hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter, as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Shotgun snap and a give to Carter. Powers through. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. To throw is Wilson. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. And instead, it's 4th down. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And a second field goal here gets them back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Dolphins ready to take over on offense. They, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
He's letting this one go for Fuller. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action, now it's Tua. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
After the sack on 1st down, Tua. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
The sack on 1st down took him out of a traditional running play and put him in a passing situation, but didn't stop him from running anyway, did it?
No, I was surprised when he took off. I thought, oh, he's got some space. He might pick up 5, 6, 7 yards. He goes all the way and picks up the 1st. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Here we go! Tua now on first down. And throw right side complete to Parker. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. On the handoff, it's Gaskin. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Tua sets up to pass it. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. This is Gaskin on the carry. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Tua. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. The kick by Sanders is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And now out come the Jets. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe something to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
On 2nd down, a run with Carter. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Wilson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Carter. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Let's go. I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now Wilson. This one caught by Davis. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line.
Out of the gun, they run with Carter.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Here's a give to Carter.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
Igbenogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. Myles Gaskin and the rest of the Dolphin offense ready to get back to work here.
The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far here in the 2nd quarter. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
So on 4th down, the Dolphins' new punter for 2021, Michael Pilardi, on to punt.
As he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
Time for another drive here for this Jets offense.
And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
To throw again on second down. Tua. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over it that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to pass. Tua. Forced out to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Sanders' kick is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The rookie Zach Wilson and the Jet offense set to go to work once more. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is caught on the right side. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So that challenge, a successful one. He's going to look deep for more. And incomplete on the deep ball. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Wilson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Throwing again here, Wilson. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who's going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Myles Gaskin and the rest of the Dolphin offense ready to get back to work here. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. Working with a 2nd and 3. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. They get this out wide to Gaskin. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll start in upstate New York. Sean McDermott's former team, Carolina, in town to take on Buffalo. And it's the Panthers who are out in front. The Panthers still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, we head down to
an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. And the Jets head out on offense here to start this third quarter. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Wilson. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's caught on his sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return, and it'll be Dolphin football. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That is incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa to a hit, and the ball is out. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So potentially a turning point here in the third quarter as that swings the door back open just a bit.
Yeah, they're still down 2 scores, but I do think we're at that point in the game where you're going to reach for the football whenever possible. You're going to hear the coaches scream from the sidelines, tackle him, second guy in, tackle the ball.
The Jets ready to get going again here on offense. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. A handoff for Carter. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Now it's Wilson. Being chased out left. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Let's go. Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down, and inside the 5-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Carter. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Carter again. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. The Miami defense trying to keep him out. They haven't let him in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal? Wilson. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Jalen Phillips in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The Jets defense, we watch them get set to go now. Coming off that fumble recovery last time, so maybe they come out here with bigger eyes, a little bit more excitement.
No doubt about it, and I would hate to be a guy in the NFL nowadays that has the football in his hands. Because in the old days, you just worried about getting tackled. Now, they're trying to strip the football, create the takeaways, and that's often more embarrassing than getting knocked to the ground.
Have they gotten much better since your playing days at stripping the football?
So far beyond what we used to talk about. Our thing was just securing tackles, and if turnovers were a result of the tackle, that was one thing. But now they want to secure the tackle, the next guy in, he's working to stripping the ball out, creating takeaways, getting it away from the offense is crucial.
Here's Gaskin. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Let's go. Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll run now with Gaskin. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Tua.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 39. Oh, what a juke into space. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. They were in the dime. They had 6 defensive backs there. So go ahead and throw it. He threw it, and it hurt him.
It's almost thrown into a blanket of coverage, isn't it? You talk about the best defenders you have are the defensive backs. 6 of them on the field. You're almost asking for trouble, and that's exactly what they ran into. Ended up throwing a pick 6.
Yeah, 6 defenders and 6 points. So on now comes the Jets offense as they're going to go for 2 here. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Miami's offense set and ready to go. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10
at their own 14-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
A play fake for Gasket. Now Tua.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
And I think really good defenders can sniff out those screen passes, just something that they can feel, something that they can sense about how the quarterback drops back or how the linemen are just a little slow to block the oncoming rushers. He read it perfectly, got in there, and made the play.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away.
Here's Berrios.
Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Here's Wilson. And his throw is going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Uncorks one for Davis.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for New York. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Miami set to take over.
And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
From the 31,
Tua. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Tua sets up to pass it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory. Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
A run with a fullback. It's Ben Mason.
And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
And that's why that position was created. Big, powerful, strong guy who can carry the ball and plow forward. That's exactly why you have him on the field.
On 3rd down, Wilson.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Sanders on for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. The offense for the Jets ready to take over. They'll start on the ground. Carter. Oh, and now some space to operate. He's at the 40, 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Michael Carter.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. Man, we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Here's Carter now on the return. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Now a handoff looking right. Only able to get it to his own 20 after breaking through the contact. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Another run with Gaskin. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down.
Tua giving to Gaskin on the option.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Tua going to throw.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Tua. It's complete to Fuller. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
Finding Gaskin underneath.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Here's Michael Pilardi now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. 39 yards on the punt. Give him just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC as the Jets come back out on offense.
And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. Now Carter to start the drive.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Another tote for Carter.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 9.
He'll get that one to Carter complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He said, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. To throw is Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Wilson will throw again. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll run. It's Carter. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now Wilson. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. On 1st down, Wilson. He'll check this one down to Carter. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Throw right side complete to Carter. Touchdown! Michael Carter with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
They're going to try and run. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for 2, when to go for 1. I do love it. It helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And just look at it right here in this point of the game. Go for 2. Try and make it a field goal difference.
But now just up 1 makes the rest of this 4th quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Miami's offense set and ready to go. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that'll be incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's going to have to wake up.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Well, it was second and long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Looking to pass. Tua. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that'll bring up fourth down.
But we know the guys up front have to protect when it's a pass play, but it's really out wide. Sometimes you're going to swing a tight end or maybe even an offensive tackle to get out there, but most of the time it's fellow wide receivers, and they really weren't up to the task there, were they?
What, do you like that call on your own side of the field?
I don't mind that call at all, just about anywhere. But the key is you have to have the confidence, and then they have to execute their blocking assignments. Otherwise, you get the end result we just saw there.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They are in the fourth in Buffalo. And the Bills have now opened up a 2-touchdown lead. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. He's going to look deep for more, and that is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring it up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So Tua and the Dolphins down 31-30. A minute 53 remaining. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on 1st down. Here's Tua. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now Tua. And that's into the hands of Gesicki. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Tua. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Tagovailoa. And this is caught by Parker. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he gets it down to the 32. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 2 to throw. And he finds Parker here, complete. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Buying time to his left. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
The question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. And his kick is right there. It's good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Dolphins, it's just their 3rd win on the campaign as they move to 3-11 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville.